fantastic. I have come again. I have come again, Konko Sani. I have come. Anytime I just walk past Instagram, the merry streets of Instagram. By the way, why are you not following me on Instagram? At Mr. Fantastic Comedy. Oh yeah, do it now. Go and follow me on Instagram. Yeah. So every time I walk through the merry street of Instagram, I see something. And they always see something. Life no balance. So as I was walking through the merry streets of Instagram, I saw that Ned Nwoko, Senator Ned Nwoko, had dropped a statement. In his statement, he said that Regina Daniels is a chronic drug user. Regina is doing what we call Madawala Kulevia. Not only that, Regina, they use vape. Regina has serious opioid problems. That's what Ned Nwoko claims. So he posted the statement with a video of the destruction that Regina has caused in his house. Let me read his statement, then you watch the video. Regina's unprovoked carnage and rampage in my house and in my absence. Regina was not always like this. Her current battle with drugs and alcohol abuse is the root of our problem. She must continue her rehabilitation program, or I fear for her life and safety. Now she has moved to a place where she will have unrestricted access to drugs. I have other wives and none will ever accuse me of violence. Regina is the violent one here, slapping and hitting 3 of my staff in the past 48 hours and destroying property, including cars and windows, for no just cause. The truth is, I have set a clear condition for her to accept rehab in Asokoro or outside Nigeria, especially Jordan, where she will not have access to drugs. A clear-headed Regina would have taken Moon to the hospital, but instead, she even threatened to kill our resident nurse for exposing her drug abuse. While I took Moon to the hospital, a scene of chaos unfolded at home, orchestrated by Sammy, Regina's main drug supplier. Another known supplier of drugs to Regina is the tiny evil devil called Anne. I remember Fanika Ode's wife, Precious Chikwendu. This is the same narrative that was played out, that she's on drugs and anyways. So now who are we to believe between Regina Daniels and the greatest author to walk the face of the earth, Prince Ned Shakespeare Nwoko? If you remember why I call him Prince Ned Shakespeare Nwoko, you remember the epistle, the poem he wrote for his wife during their anniversary. Let's recall. This is it. 6 years later, she still can't resist me. 6 years and counting. What do they see? A love untamed, wild and free. Regina, my fire, my sweetest delight. Through every storm, you have held me tight. Not just vows whispered in candle-lit air, but a fortress built on love laid bare. No staged perfection, no hollow display, just 2 hearts that chose to stay. This morning, feeling bold and true, I sent you a message out of the blue. Will you marry me? A reckless play, your laughter spilled the golden rays. Ha 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 ha, always the biggest yes. Oh my queen, you love me so truly. Should I gather the elders, pay the price for you? I will do it all new. Love unshaken, unbreakable. They whisper of love in measured tones, as if hearts are caged. Made of stone, but ours, Regina, is a fierce and wild, a dance of fire, God's own child. Some claim faith but live in disguise, preaching devotion with wandering eyes. Yet we stand bare and true, no lies to hide, no games to rue. A good man, monogamous or not, brings peace to the home. Keeps it hot, better to love with honesty bold than sell a dream wrapped in fool's gold. Rumors can't shake royalty. The gossips, hungry and sly, spinning their tales that desperate cry. His arrest is coming, but who is he? Even they don't know is comedy. Regina left. Oh, what a tale. When she is right there, steady as hail. Wrapped in love, in laughter's glow. Rocking our babies, watching them grow. Their lives will fade, their voices will dim. Yet here we stand, unmoved and untrimmed. For love like ours, built on steel, doesn't break, doesn't kneel. Let's set the record straight, still standing, still thriving, unshaken, supreme. Two beautiful sons, love's sweetest dream. No rumor child outside, that ship never sailed. Let them retire that story, tired and stale. A divorcee, a non-virgin, not mine to marry. My standards untouched, unfazed. Some may cry, some may curse, but my love, my life, my rules come first. Justice is served with a smile. To the faceless gossip, the shadow behind the keypad. Your 15 minutes are on rewind. A bounty stands on your trail, 10 million strong. Tick tock, you won't run for long. Enjoy your fame, your fleeting day. Truth will rise as lies decay. My name is mine, my path is clear. Forward, onward, year by year. And here is the cherry on top. Just when they thought they had their say, baby number 3 is on the way. A new heartbeat, a love so grand, another blessing in my hand. Let them talk, let them guess, while we live, while we bless. For at the end, when curtains close, it is us, my love, that victory knows. True love does not sway, it roars, it reigns, come what may. So, who are we to believe between him and Regina? If it's true that Regina is on substance, is abusing substance, that's not a good one. That's not a good one. But then again, we are only hearing from one side. We have not heard from Regina. Video. Now, I think he had narrated the story to Nigeria's greatest journalist. There is no other journalist that has worked for the CIA,
It is smoke Igbo,
Mossad, the FBI, Skunk Works, the British intelligence, MI6, MI5. This woman has been undercover for all the intelligence agencies in the world. She has worked with BBC, CBB, CNN, every greatest news agency, Al Jazeera, Dr. Kemil Lawyer, the greatest to walk the earth. So Kemil Lawyer said that she had been in contact with Senator Ned Nwoko. And Senator Ned Nwoko told her that Regina Daniels has been abusing substance.
Hi, everybody. It's Dr. Kemi Olunloyo, and the time right now in Nigeria is 9:39. I'm looking at your time compared to my time. I did a video a little bit earlier, still Saturday, the 18th of October 2025, about Regina Daniels and her husband, Prince Ned Nwoko, Continuing the story, okay, I just want to end the rest of it in this nice 3, 4 minutes. This is a very sad time for me personally because I love Regina to death. I love Regina. I love her husband, her family, all the children, all the wives. It's a great family. But inside every family, what we see outside is not what is going on inside. I was a very good example of that. The Olunloyo family, everything nice and rosy. Our father is a mathematician. He loves people. The press looked at him in one way. But inside the house, look at the atrocities that I had to speak about when my father died. I didn't attend his funeral. I went through a lot in my life. So we all have our stories. But in this one, Ned and Regina are battling a serious problem. Regina has a substance abuse impairment problem. She went on a rampage yesterday when her brothers posted on social media that they were going to attack Ned Nwoko. They wrote some inflammatory stuff that looked like threats that could even get them arrested on social media. This was what my son sent to me from New York because my son met Regina's brothers while we were in Abuja. We spent 10 days there and they became friends. One of them is a music artist. So everybody knew everybody's Instagram. Well, so my son saw the post and sent it to me, and it looked very, very inflammatory and threatening. So they went to Regina's house, and brothers have a right to protect their sisters, So when they got in there, the people fighting them with the security at the gate, they wouldn't let them in. They actually came to attack Ned, and Ned was in Warri. He was out of town. That's what he told me. So imagine that video is going out all over the place saying Ned and Regina were fighting, but he wasn't even there. And those were not thugs. I said, are they thugs? They said, you hired thugs. He said, they're not thugs. They're my security men. They follow me everywhere. They also follow Regina. So you can see something and another narrative is pulled. And I still feel that the Nigerian media should have called Ned. Okay, considering they post a lot about him, Regina, the love life, everything. But everybody's quiet. You see how it works in Nigeria? They'll keep quiet and let the bad, wrong narrative go out there. And that's where I'm different. I called Ned. I even said to my son, should I call Ned? Okay, and that's where I cut off the thing. The next thing my son said was, yeah, you should. And when I called him, we talked for like 30, 40 minutes and we chatted a lot. And I just finished that chat. I'm giving you lifetime now. Okay, 9:43 in Nigeria, your time. So he continued to tell me that when he came home from Warri that Regina slapped 2 of the nannies. She also slapped the driver. She went on a rampage. She broke windows. She broke the windscreen of the Ferrari. Oh, gosh. Ned sent me the video of the Ferrari. I don't want to post it. Okay, but I will post it. I know you want to see it. Okay, it's not Nollywood. It's not a film. It's not a prank. It's really a disastrous thing. So she damaged the cars, a bunch of cars. I know they have a white Lamborghini as well, and a Bentley. But he showed me the Ferrari one. I have the video. It'll be at the end of this video. This is what drugs do to you. And he told me that she's been impaired on 4 different drugs and alcohol. That video I did of Regina vaping, I was a little scared. I didn't want that life for her. Ned said she allows Regina to hang out with her friends. She goes out to the club. He even said glam night. Every Sunday, glam night, Sunday night, glam night, they dress up, they make up. But Regina, you are a wife and mother now. Okay? This is what I've been saying about all the people who are married, young people who are married. I don't care if you're married to a 90-year-old man or your age mate. Once you guys are married, I'm 61, I've never been married. I've told you my own story. Once you're married and your husband's house, you can't hang out with your friends anymore. Okay, you have to respect your marriage. Okay, that's what I was saying about Priscilla and Yolu are going everywhere to see Priscilla and the baby and this one. Everybody should stay on their lane. Okay, if you look at Davido and Chioma, anytime Davido is going to the club and takes Chioma to the club, Chioma has a nanny watching her kids at home, but she's with Davido. You don't see Chioma with her friends clubbing together. Very rarely, you know? So my son messaged me this morning from New York, and he said to me that he heard that Regina and Ned's marriage was over, and that the brother tried to rescue Regina from the house, and thugs were asked to beat them up, and a whole lot of rockers. And I said, where did you hear this from? KJ said he saw it on the brother's Instagram story. Now, most of you don't know Regina Daniels' brothers' names or even know them like you know Regina, okay? But we got to meet the whole family in Abuja in 2021. We made friends with everybody. We followed everybody on Instagram. I met the extended family, all Ned's wife, all the children. And like I said, we spent time with them. We're family friends. There's nothing I want to ask Ned that he won't tell me. So being a PR specialist now and retired as a journalist and pharmacist, I decided to message Ned immediately on WhatsApp. And I said, Ned, we just saw this. What's going on? Please talk to me. Ned started chatting me, and then eventually he picked up the phone and called me. I spoke to Prince Ned Nwoko for 30 minutes on the phone. And on this phone call, it kind of was like an interview. Okay, because in journalism mode, I was literally interviewing him while he was talking to me. But before I can put out any stories, at the end of our conversation, I said, Ned, I want to report everything you just told me. Some of the stuff he told me was just shocking. I've been trying to reach Regina all day. I can't reach on any of her numbers. And I can understand how she's feeling right now. Well, you have to hear both sides of the stories, right? But sometimes when you're investigating something, investigative journalism requires just going into the story, defending media freedom, and finding out the truth. You don't have to interview anyone at all. But this is not an interview. I'm not working here. Okay, this hurts me because this comes very close to me in very serious, many things. I decided to do a video and put it out so everybody can share the video and see what's going on. And let me make this clear to everybody. I have not seen Ned in almost 3 years since I left Nigeria, and he did not send me any money or pay me for anything. I simply wanted to let you know what's going on, all right? Every story has different narratives, okay? Some people see black, some people see white, some people see the gray in between. But because they're my family friends, I want to talk to Regina. What I'm about to tell you is very unfortunate. It's very sad, and it hurts me to the core. Regina, I hope you're watching my video. I want to help you. What happened? What is this thing that you're beating, Regina? That you're a domestic abuser? Ned said, first of all, I was not in the house throughout yesterday. I traveled. And I came back to see the baby. I think it was Moon, he said, was sick with a temperature. And that the narrative they put out on all the blogs that he beat her up yesterday, that's not true. Okay? I now wanted to ask Ned, have you ever beat Regina? Okay? There's a line you draw when you're asking certain questions, because that could be their private life. Regina too could have hit Ned. Ned is about my age group, okay? I respect him very much. Prince Ned Nwoko is about 64, I believe, and I'm 61 now. Now, this is what I heard. Do you guys remember 2 years ago when I did a video about Regina vaping? A vape is something that looks like a plastic thing like this. It's like e-cigarettes. Instead of smoking cigarettes, you vape. Regina was blowing out the smoke out of the vape in the club with her friends, and she posts all those things online. I was concerned, and I spoke to the NDLEA about this, because the week she was vaping, we were doing shows and stories about vaping and cigarettes. And I felt that Regina, being a very big influencer and figure, okay, might influence young people. Because when President Biden was about to leave, and even President Obama, that was the main topic with the Surgeon General of the United States. Vaping is harmful. You can type it in, VAPING. And then when one company brought vapes to Nigeria in different flavors, strawberry, pineapple, and all that, and they were using Big Brother Nigeria stores to promote vaping, I countered them, and they stopped advertising. These things will kill you, they'll harm you. I put that video out, and I was so concerned about Regina 2 years ago. 2 years later, Ned told me Regina has a huge substance abuse problem. In other words, she's been using drugs. For the past 8 months, he listed the drugs that she's getting treated for at a rehabilitation center, and that she is coming in and out of rehab. In other words, relapsing. It works this time, it doesn't work again. Some of these drugs are so powerful, they take over you. I went through this with Whitney. Everyone knows that Whitney Houston was my friend. Everyone saw what I went through with Whitney. Maybe some of you in Nigeria don't. You see all the pictures of me and Whitney. I was helping. I was trying my best with Whitney. I was the blogger for the reality show, okay, being Bobby Brown. And all I saw here is, oh my God, not Whitney again. Regina was coming in and out of rehab. She'll get treated and she'll get addicted again. Ned wrote me for a little bit on the chat, and then he picked up the phone because sometimes it's too hard to type a lot. And what he told me was that she was being treated for a whole host of drugs. Okay, even though he mentioned the drugs to me, and I did ask him, can I say this on my story? He okayed it, but I don't want to say it because I'm also a pharmacist, remember? Yeah, I'm a retired pharmacist of 37 years. Confidentiality clauses, okay? Nobody needs to know what the drugs are, okay? I can tell you one starts with a C, okay? So then you can float your heads all around the C drugs. Regina smokes weed, and she takes some very hard opiates. I'm not going to mention them. The hardest opiates ever. These drugs that her husband told me she was on will ruin your life. You will be so addicted you can't get it. This is what happened to Whitney. This is what happened to Mac Miller, the rapper. I have been through this with several celebrities and public figures. The key of what I want to tell you on this video is what Prince Ned Nwoko said to me. Regina's sister and her friends introduced her to drugs. Just like we thought Bobby Brown introduced Whitney, it was actually her own brother that introduced her. He told Oprah that after she died. Her friends, Prince Nwoko told me that Regina became super content creator, and he went to the bathroom. I had no idea Regina was filming. Honestly, I thought that was AI, was filming her. And that's why he looked like, what? You see, Regina still has that little girl, young girl in her. When you're married, you can't do those things. What made Regina film Prince Ned about to use the toilets? This is what drugs can do to you. Your thinking and mode of, realizing what's right and wrong becomes impaired. So the video is real. Now, the second thing I want to say is that Ned is blaming her friends. Ned said, oh, I felt bad for him. I was almost crying. Honestly, I was in a drugstore and a restaurant. I was in a restaurant ordering food, and I went to a drugstore next door where I am, and I was almost in tears. He said, I allow her to go out with her friends. They do glam night on Sundays. They go out, they party, blah, 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 glam night. And then they come out very late, and I tell her the children are sleeping. Like somebody came up to the house with Regina, and Ned said, Regina, make sure that girl is gone in an hour or she sleeps over, because everybody's already asleep. And literally 2 more girls joined them in the house, and they were partying still. In his words, I have done my best for Regina. I spend a lot of money on her, but she's now spending all that money on drugs, which her friends introduced her to. I'm very sad tonight, people. Share my video. I'm just very sad. I told Ned I will contact him back. He said he will release a statement tomorrow.
See this thing. This girl mama just push her go enter wetin she no know. This girl mama just push her go enter. Now the mama supposed marry Ned, not the daughter. The daughter was too young. She was too young. The girl never live life. She never enjoy life. She just go put her head inside wetin she no know. Ah, God. Well, I don't know what to say again. I honestly feel bad for her. Honestly, I feel bad for her. She seems like a nice young lady. But, you know, they say the mother, if you want to see the daughter's behavior, look at the mother. It's only a very few times that daughters deviate from their mother's behavior. Not all the time, but most of the time, if you want to see a daughter's behavior, just look at the mother's behavior. So the girl now she was misguided. She now became materialistic. She was misguided by her mother. It is well. It is well. They don't give me money when they enjoy the money. When they were cheering talking, I know they there. They don't invite me. So I don't know why I'm even disturbing myself with this one. Anyways, everybody will heal. Everybody will be alright. Abby, everybody will be fine. Dr. Kemi Oluwayo, the greatest journalist to walk the earth. I greet you, ma. Well done, ma. You try. Thank you. Hey, where are you going?
It is smoky, Igbo.
When you watch this video now, didn't you laugh? You laughed, but you still refuse to subscribe. Are you among my village people? You're among my village people. You don't want me to make it in life.
Continue.
You refuse. You laughed. Shouldn't my reward be click the subscribe button, click the notification bell, and click all notification? And when you finish watching, you share. Share to your friends so that they too will laugh. So that me too, I will go far. But no, you decided to be among my village people you want to watch and go. Don't be among my village people. I post videos every day, every single day, to make you laugh. If you join the tribe, the fantastic tribe, every day you will just be laughing. Look at this one now. This one is to watch all my funny videos playlist. This one is to watch my last video. And this one is to subscribe.